order to participate in the aeronautic lessons about the manned space flights. This is an experience-based classes, and the classes going on. Let's have a closer look at their activities. So over there, we can see the clusters of students. Let's go and see what they are doing now. This experience-based course is going on, and we have invited one expert with us. Please say hi to everyone. I'm engineer Zhang Chunliang. I'm from the local Wenchang Space Launch Center. As we can see, we have a tutor here, and also the students gathered on the beach. They are participating in the making of the water rocket. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Bravo. This one flies far, far away. Could you please share with us the basic theory of the making of this water rocket? Actually, the making of the water rocket is based on Newton's third law of motion. There is the force and also the counterforce. In order to make this experiment safer for the students, we have applied water as the reaction mass. First of all, we will compress the air, and finally, when it reaches a certain degree of pressure, it will push the water out of the bottle. So there is a compressor of air inside. We have a facility for the launching, and later on they are about to apply the bicycle pump to press the air inside. So for our viewers, they must be very curious about the identity of the students. Who are they? All the students, they are the participants of this event. And this event is called the face-to-face event organized between the teenagers coming from the central and western part of China, and also the experts from the aeronautic industry. We have the students from elementary schools and also from the middle schools. And in recent years, there are a lot of groups of students in this kind coming to the city of Wenchang to learn new knowledge about our manned spaceflight and aeronautic industry. Could you please give us more details about this event? Yes, exactly. It's not very often for the students from the western and the central part of China to have this kind of opportunity to learn more about the most advanced technology in the aeronautic industry. And here on the site, they can have their eyes wide open and also have the hands-on experience about this industry. And also by practices of themselves, on this field, they can deepen their understanding about this sector and also all the knowledge they have learned and acquired from the textbooks. Here you can see this is a model of the rocket. On the body of it, there is the label of the spaceship of China and also the serial number and the name. And also the Y4 of the Long March rocket is about to be launched near our beach here by the Wenchang Space Launch Center. And as we can tell, those two models of the rocket, they are ready for the launch. And the students, they have to follow the orders of this tutor. Once there's the order made, and the students can start to use the bicycle pump, and they will start to compress the air inside the body of the rocket. And all those models, they are made of very simple daily materials. For example, these are the bottles, the plastic ones from the soft drinks. First of all, we will observe for a short moment of time how it works and what is the result of their launching event, how it works, and whether they can make it or not. The two models in the middle, they are in very good position and angle compared to the Earth, and the students, they are collaborating with the tutors, and the tutors, they are helping with the compressing of the air. And the students are also getting their models ready. And we can hear the countdown. And for the whole process of the launching, we need the synergy of multiple people, one for the pumping and one other for the positioning, etc. And now, as you can see, some of the model rockets have been successfully launched and some others are not. For example, we have witnessed one flying really far. And here, some students, they are adding up some water inside the body of the rocket. Hi girls, what are you doing now? We're doing the experiment with the water rocket. What is the current step? We're about to add up more water inside, and later we will compress the air, and when we push the button, it will be launched. Where are you from? I'm from the School of the Long March. How old are you? I'm 11 years old this year. So you are here to launch your model of the water rocket. Could you please say something about the components of your rocket? I have used 2 plastic bottles of the Coca-Cola, and you can see there are 4 fins. And the 2 bottle bodies, they have been connected one to another by the tapes. Could you please show us the results of your launching? Later on, we're about to be your witness. And now you have added up more water as the fuel or the reaction mass. Later, what is the next step? I will add up more air inside to compress the air. So could you please show us how to do it? Sure, of course. Now, this young girl has just added some water inside the body of her model rocket, and she's waiting for her turn to launch this model. Later, we can give you the bigger picture of the side so you can see how far this model rocket could reach. So, Professor, why have you decided to organize such an event? Why this making and launching of the water rocket? Students, when participating in this kind of experience, can finally have a chance to understand how it works, and they can have a better understanding and deepened understanding about the knowledge they acquired from the textbook. So, my girl, where's your site? Where's your spot? So, what about this one? So, could you please tell us how to install your model rocket? to the launching pad. Could you please do us a demonstration? Could you please say something more about the following steps? What should we do? We have to install it on the pad, and then we have to use the bicycle pump to press the air. So every time for the launching event, we need at least 2 people. What will you do? I will press the button. When I hear the order from the tutor, I will just press the button. Have you seen a real rocket in real life? Yes. Do you like it? Yes. Now the rocket is fully installed, and now we're about to pump the air inside. So, as I can see from now, first of all is to add more water inside this model, and second is to pump the air inside, and later on, we can press the button and let it go and let it fly. So, this is the button. Looks like the brakes on the motorcycle, on the bicycles. So now you're the commander. So when can we tell is the moment to press the button? I don't know, it's the tutor's job. Now it's gone. So that was a very successful launching. And there's no parachute. That's why it's so far. Some of the rockets have just failed. What's the reason? I guess that for some models not really well made, the water will just go out, and with the loss of some proportion of the water, it's not airtight, and it will finally lead to the failure of the launching. As you can tell, the weather is very hot here, and it's in the middle of the afternoon, so the students, they are very enthusiastic about this launching event of their own model rockets. Good afternoon. May I ask you a question? What is your name, please? My name is Yimi Luar. Where are you from? I'm from the Hetian region of the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. Look out. So you're from Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. Have you ever seen a real rocket? No. It's the first time for me to know the rocket. I've never seen a real rocket before. Do you want to see a real one in the future? Yes, of course. Do you like the lesson today? Yes. It's nice. Have you tried the launching with your rockets? Did it work? Yes. So just now I witnessed that some have failed with the launching. What's the reason? I guess that maybe it's due to the leaking problem. And I have also interviewed your tutor. And he said that in recent days you have not only this kind of practice-based lessons, but also some lessons on theories. Is that so? Yes. Exactly. What's your feeling about this organization? So you have followed the lecture from academician Mr. Long? He shared with us the knowledge about the rocket. How old are you? I'm 11 years old. Which part makes you most interested for the rocket, the launching part? So do you know what type of rocket we're about to launch here in the place? I know that it's a Chinese rocket. Another question for you, please. Could you please use one sentence to describe your trip here? I'm very happy to be here. Before coming to this place, I looked forward to visiting this site, and now I believe that my dream will finally come true. Thank you very much. Now I will just let you go back to your experiment. Just now we have interviewed two students, one from the Shanxi province, another from the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. So all of the students, they are from the provinces and regions in the central and western part of China. We organize this kind of event to help the students to get out of the remote area to the more advanced regions in the country so that they can broaden their vision and learn more knowledge. Some of the students, they have already witnessed the launching of a real rocket in their life, and some others have not yet got the chance. Yes, for some students, it's absolutely the very first time in their real life to see a real rocket. So in recent days, you've been staying with the students. What's your feeling? First of all, I believe that those children, they are very simple and honest. They have preserved this very good nature of the human being. And second, they are very active in the participation of these events. And I believe that they are very clever. So what is lacking now is more opportunities of this kind. And thirdly, some students, they are extremely sincere. And they are very good at communicating with the others, for example, the teachers, the tutors, the professors, etc. Some stories to share with us. Yesterday, a student wrote an article from which we can tell that he's so touched by this trip. In this article, he wrote that it's the first time for he to visit the mountain area. Previously in his life, he has never quit the small town where he's born, and it's the first time for him to visit such a far-away province, and has decided to work harder with his studies. And finally, he completed the painting, and he has also made a deal with the tutors, saying that in the future, he will try his best to pass the exam to enter the university, and this painting would be a proof of his determination. Is the student here the author of this article? I'm not sure I can recall his name by the moment. Did you see that? That is marvelous. We can see the propellant and also the parachute. Let's go and have a check. Hi, little. Can I ask you a question? This is your rocket? Yes. What is this? This is the parachute. Why do we need this? It's to protect the body of the rocket. It's for the safety consideration. It will help the rocket to land, yes. Are you satisfied with the launching? Not exactly. Last time I reached a further place. Could you please say something to our audience? My name is Long Yi. I'm 13 years old. I'm from the Hainan province. Have you ever witnessed the launching of a real rocket? No. I've watched the live streaming program on TV, but not on the site. So this time, a lot of students like you have been invited to join this event. What is your personal feeling about this organization? So this time, finally, we have a chance to witness the launching of a real rocket. I feel very excited about it. I like the rocket, especially about its look. I like the symbol of China on the body of it, because we can see the symbol of China on the surface of this rocket. So you like it? Yes. I heard that yesterday academician Mr. Long has given a lecture to you, all right? Yes. What did he say? He shared with us his experience with the space station and also his work. So today, after this practice with the experiment with the launching of your model rocket, what is your plan for the future? I would like to be a host. So we're about to be the future colleagues. So you would like to be a journalist or a host to cover the launching of the future rockets. You are very ambitious. That is very good. We know that for the spaceship and the aeronautic industry, it's not only that part of the launching. Many other people, they are working very hard to support the whole process. And of course, our colleagues in the media part in this cycle, they are working very hard too to cover the whole process. They are delivering the latest information about the rockets and about the spaceships to the audience in this country. Do you believe that you can make your dream come true? Yes. What will you do? More details? I want to work harder with my studies, and I will also gain more knowledge about this sector. I'm sure that we will see each other in the future and be future colleagues. You will join us in the CCTV. And actually now the camera is covered by the sand and also by the water. So the footprints left by this launching event is also the first time for our journalists to join this experiment class. That girl is the author of the article and also the author of the painting I was talking about. Yes, she told me that she would like to be a host of TV in the future to cover more events like this. I was so touched and excited. As an adult, to see this launching event, I was so touched, not to mention those students who have never witnessed a real rocket launching. In the past, they may believe that their dreams are really far away and hard to reach, but from now on, they have totally changed their minds. They can see the sparkles of hope, and they can see some light by the end of the tunnel. And I'd like to have a chat with our tutor here. So this one has just failed, this model rocket. Good afternoon, Mr. Tutor. Please say something to our viewers. My name is Fan Yanheng. I'm the coach and the tutor of this lesson. Despite the hot weather, the students are really enjoying this lesson. So what other activities have you arranged for the students? On the first day upon their arrival, we have organized an opening event. You can consider it as the orientation. And later on, we have invited the academician, Mr. Long, to give the lecture to the students. And today, they are more focused on the making of the model rocket and also for the launching. And tomorrow, they're about to follow more lessons and also visit the launching site themselves. And they can also have a chance to meet the real astronauts and also have the communication with them. What's your feeling about the students? At first sight, I was immediately touched because they come from different provinces and regions of the country. And they look very tired upon arrival. But the other day, early in the morning, they are fully energized and they are very simple and honest. Do you have some stories to share with us about some students? In the Wenchang School of Hainan province, a student has made a painting. The student was named Long Yi. In the beginning, the other students, they are chatting and playing with the local students, and they are doing the painting. But Long Yi was by the side, all alone, and I asked the students a question, what are you doing while you are just looking at the statues of those astronauts? So Long Yi told me that I don't know what to draw now. And later on, he just drew the portrait of those astronauts, and he has used multiple different colors to paint the costumes of the portrait. Because as he has witnessed in the past, there are only monotone colors like blue and white with the costumes of the astronauts, so he decided to diversify, to colorize their daily life in the sky. And finally, the painting was successfully made, and the student has invited me to take a picture of this painting, and the student said that I would like to study harder in the future so that I can contribute to the development of my hometown, and this painting would be used as a proof. So it's a girl from the Hunan province? Yes. And I also asked her what's her dream for the future, and she told me that she would like to be a TV host to cover the future missions of the aeronautic field. Do you have the picture of this painting? Yes. We'd like to have a look at the painting. So you have a lot of photos of the students. So you can see that the colorful costume of the astronauts. This is the portrait of the astronauts. And the author of this painting is called Long Yi. It's the girl that we have just communicated with, the girl that would like to be a TV host. And she has applied very bright colors to the costume of this portrait. And today, all the viewers of this program could become a witness of this young girl, Long Yi, because she has decided to study harder in the future so that one day she could be useful for the development of her region. Thank you very much, Coach. I'm deeply touched by the simplicity of the students and sincerity of the students. And I can hear a lot of questions from our viewers. They have left a lot of questions on our platform. Over there, towards that direction, I don't know whether you can see clearly. Over there, there are two sites for the Wenchang Space Launch Center. One for the Long March 5 for the launching of the core module and another for the Long March 7 rocket. At this exact moment, for those who have followed closely our programs, a few days ago, we have just completed another important mission. And now another component is about to be launched. So over there, you can see two buildings, two towers for the launching. Currently, the Tianzhou 3 and Long March 7 complex is waiting in silence within this launching tower. As far as I know now, this rocket is about to be launched in recent days. Many viewers are asking for the exact date of the launching, but please visit the official account and website for the final information. And you can also stay tuned with the CCTV news for the latest information about this new mission of the launching. And today, on this part of the beach, I'm about to wrap up today's live streaming program. And in the following days, I'll give you more coverage about the launching of the next complex. And those students invited to visit the Wenchang City will also be invited to have an access into the Wenchang Space Launch Center. So that is all for today. Thank you for staying with us.